This has always been a very symbolic piece of infrastructure for Vladimir Putin, connecting the Russian mainland to the Crimean peninsula, which he illegally annexed. And it was only completed in 2018 with huge fanfare, and he went on it. And then in October last year, when authorities had said there's no way that the Ukrainians or anyone else will be able to attack the Crimean Bridge, it exploded in that huge blast that we just saw the video of. And it took a few months to repair, and now we have the same situation happening again. Apparently, or reportedly, the Russians are saying by Ukrainian surface naval drones, which is quite interesting, although that still has to be confirmed. The damage this time doesn't seem to be quite as significant, but as you said, there were two people killed, a couple from Belgorod and their daughter seriously injured in hospital. It's a bridge that has both rail and passenger traffic, and apparently the rail side of things has not been disrupted, and that's really far more crucial to Russia's military effort to get logistics in and out of the Crimean peninsula to battle the Ukrainian counteroffensive. So that's still operational after a 6-hour pause. But yes, damage to this bridge, an embarrassment for Vladimir Putin. Only a few days ago, he had another Security Council meeting talking about how Russia needed to protect its critical infrastructure. And here we are. It just shows that Russia is more susceptible than it would like to admit that it is to Ukrainian attacks. Although, let me just add, the Ukrainians have not yet admitted that it was them.
Well, let's just touch as well on the deal, the grain deal, which the Kremlin's saying today it's not going to continue to adhere to. Does that come as a huge blow, and does it come as a huge surprise?
It's not a surprise. Russia has said for the last few weeks, as negotiations have been ongoing about this grain deal, that they want sanctions relief. They want their agricultural bank to be back in business, essentially. They want their ammonia fertilizer to be able to be exported out of Russia, and they're saying that none of those conditions have been met, and therefore they're not going to continue with the grain deal. The deadline hasn't actually expired. It's midnight tonight, but Dmitry Peskov, the Kremlin spokesman, said just now that effectively the grain deal is over, but, and Putin has said this over the last few days too, it can be resumed if Russia's conditions are to be are fulfilled. And I think there is, some very painstaking negotiation going on. We'll see if anything can be swung out of the bag by midnight tonight, but it sounds unlikely. But it also sounds as though Russia would be prepared to get the deal back going, if they're met in some way over the next few weeks. So it's not done and dusted, and we know that Vladimir Putin is going to be going to visit President Erdogan in Turkey in August, and I'm sure the grain deal, or how to get grain exports going in, will be under discussion there. So yes, today is a key deadline. It's not going to be met, but I don't think we should rip up the possibility that there will be grain exports out of Ukraine in the future.